Have you heard of Be Do Have? It's a framework that I used to subscribe to, and my girlfriend and I were talking about it. And as a Christian, as a follower of Christ, I have changed that framework on this walk. And it is, instead of be, do, have, it is obey, do, receive. Right? And let me just break this down. So with being, it's called to become the person you are before you have everything, right? Obeying is different. Being is choosing your own worldly and fleshly desires. Obeying is God's call on your life, right? So when you obey God, He's going to take your worldly and fleshly desires out, and He's going to implement or implant His own desires in your heart, right? So with Be Do Have, you can become the content creator, you can become the CEO, you can become the business owner without God. God is optional with Be, right? I'm not saying God cannot be a part of it, but God is optional, right? Obeying means that God's first. Obeying means that God is the center. It means there is an authority above us that we have to listen to, that we get to listen to, and that is obeying. Obeying God's will on our life, right? The second part is still the same. Do. You still have to show up. You still have to do the work, right? When God called David to become king, he still had to fight Goliath, right? So we have to trust in the Lord, trust that He will be there in that process to mold us, to give us the wisdom, the discernment, and to give us access. And lastly, receive is different than have, right? Because some people might say that's the same. But for me, the key difference is, instead of having the life that I want, my worldly desires, I'm receiving the desires that God has put into my heart, put into my life. So we have to obey, or you have to, or the framework that I have chosen to subscribe to is I have to obey His call, row the boat while He's steering the boat, and then I will receive His desires that He's put into my heart. So if you're someone who's on his walk or on their walk as a Christian and you subscribe to the Be, Do, Have, I encourage you to subscribe to the Obey, Do, Receive framework, so we can obey God's call, do the work, and receive His blessing and desires.